LSU basketball rolled past Alabama 90-76 Wednesday night in the Maravich Center. Tigers improved to 16-4 in the season and 7-0 in SEC play. Emmett Williams had his fifth double-double of the year with 23 and 11. He was 8 of 12 shooting from the field and 7 of 8 from the free throw line. That was a story as the Tigers were 19 of 20 from the charity stripe. Here was Coach Wade last night. He had a message for his team earlier this week. More of a message last night in the postgame.
We were winning all these games and our numbers aren't improving because we're not beating the computers. You got to beat the computers. And so we just kept hovering between 23 200. We're going to move up tonight because we beat the computers tonight. There's other stuff that goes into this as we get going, and as you get further and further up and play better and better, the margins are thinner and thinner. And so, we kept winning, but we weren't, the winning doesn't matter in the net if you can't get your efficiency right, if you can't, all that stuff. Like, I was so mad we gave up that 3 at the end of the Texas game. There's a big difference between a 2-point win and a 5-point win. 2-point win sounds nice for all y'all. Oh, they've won 6 straight games by whatever the margin is and all that stuff. Like, that's great. That's great storylines for you guys. That doesn't help us in the net rankings. You got to start beating the computers. It's nice to win the games, but you got to win them by better margins, and because there's predictive models now in the net. So you got to beat the predictive models in the game.
I mean, bro, how sharp is the LSU basketball coach? Are you kidding me? I don't know when the last time I've heard a coach go into, admittedly, I'm not listening to a lot of post-game basketball press conferences, but, for him to address all of that and really break that down and explain that, and also answer some questions that I had about, with all their success, how still could they be ranked so low? Man, the LSU basketball program is in incredible hands right now with Will Wade. I will follow you anywhere.
Alabama
General.
came in and as the conference leader in three-point shooting last night defensively. LSU had an answer for that. Here was Wade talking about their approach.
Yeah, we did a pretty good job contesting. I thought Hyatt had some really good contests. I thought Emmett did some great things. He had some good contests as well. I thought Emmett played just really, really well. Watford, it's not easy what Watford did. I was really worried. I'd had a long talk with him yesterday about not push. He wanted to play so well against Alabama. Herb Jones is his best friend. They've known each other for years. They played together. Like, they're extremely, extremely close. And so he really came through and played well with the double-double, 15 rebounds. And Emmett was just a grown man. I thought Days had some big plays. He got us going with a couple threes early in the game. It's too bad he got in a little bit of foul trouble and couldn't keep it going from 3. But this was a big win.
So I didn't even think about that going into the game. Of course, Trendon Watford, the Alabama 5-star, had a little more on the line. Jordy, Coach Wade mentions the double-double there, 17 and 15, which that's obviously great, but 4 steals, 3 assists? Like, is there anything that this kid can't do at 18 years old?
Since that USC game out west, he's really started to develop a full game.
He's an animal. Yeah. Everybody is, though. You go down the list. You got Emmett Williams with 23 and 11. You got Skyler with 18. Darius Days, Javonte Smart go for 12 apiece. The starting 5 for LSU is so hard to stop offensively.
Mays 8 of 8 from the free throw line. Next up for LSU, they'll take on Ole Miss Saturday, 11 o'clock inside the Maravich Center. For LSU star Joe Burrow has been selected as the 2019 winner of the Manning Award. That's presented by the All-State Sugar Bowl to the top quarterback in the nation. The Manning honor caps one of the most impressive seasons by a college football quarterback. Burrow was the only quarterback award that takes into consideration the candidate's bowl performance and its balloting. The award is voted on a panel of local and national media, as well as each of Mannings have a vote for the Manning Award. So Burrow walks away with another trophy for the case. LSU has announced its spring schedule and practices, which will begin on March 7th.
How about it?
Tigers will host 7 practices in March, 7 in April, and wrap up things with the spring football game on April 18th.
Dude, football's kind of right around the corner again. Right? Isn't it great? You got excellent basketball.
National Signing Day next week.
You got signing day next week. You got basketball, really good basketball, to carry us forward. You got baseball about to crank up, and then we're going to have football to break down, and Pelini and all these other exciting things like in just another month. Life is good right now for LSU sports fans. Not football, for LSU sports fans. How's Jim doing, Jordy?
Nate?
Wait, we don't have an update. I'm not. Hey, okay, I'm giving you guys a peek behind the curtain
in the
here.
document, Nathan doesn't know. We know he's a real fan around here.
I've got a peek behind the curtain
Kicking the
here.
can around the room. Somebody will answer it, right?
Don't actually follow LSU.
New head coach for Jim.
So disappointing, Nate. That was your moment, and you blew it. I'm glad you're leaving.
Bo Pelini, new defensive coordinator, was speaking to a local Ohio station, WFMJ Television up in Ohio, talking about why he's coming back to LSU.
Well, it was a real difficult decision, and I have a lot of ties. I have ties there from my first stint at LSU, and it wasn't an easy decision. There was a lot. I love it here in Youngstown. I enjoyed my time here, and had a lot to think about. A lot of people involved in the decision, and I have a daughter who's still in high school, but she was on board. My wife was on board, and just felt like it was the right time to make a move like this. And like I said, they fortunately LSU, they gave me some time to make the decision, and weighed everything. And President Tressel, Ron Stroll, YSU, they were very supportive, and just felt like it was the right time.
Yeah. Also, that Nebraska buyout had finally run its course.
Bro, you all right?
Which kind of makes sense, right? Yeah, I just got that little Barry White going in my voice.
You do have a little bit of like a frog situation.
A little gravel in the throat, if you will.
Are you pressing it a little bit, or is that just natural?
No, I'm trying to get volume behind it. Wow. And when I go for volume, it's naturally going to this almost kind of sounds like stone grinding on stone a little bit over here. Look, and I kid. I don't want to be. I don't want to act like Pelini's only motivations are monetary, but the $6 million buyout did run out, and he just got offered a job that is paying him 1,000% more than what he was making. From $200,000 to $2.3 million. Think about that. Yes, hell yeah, I'm taking that job, man. And I like this hire more and more the more we talk about it.
We'll talk more about it coming up on Off the Bench, and more sound from Bo Pelini. Also, our Super Bowl coverage begins today. Booger McFarland, Roman Harper going to stop by. Booger at 7:30, Roman at 8:30 this morning. Tyrann Mathieu, former LSU Tiger, talking about getting prepared for Super Sunday.
Well, obviously we want to practice as fast as we can because we know Sunday night the 49ers are going to play fast. They do a lot of different things, a lot of motions. We'll have to communicate well, adjust well. But it's a great challenge for us. I think this is the proper time to put the right work in.